Crazy. I went to the heart doctor, had a couple tests done. Got the test results back, came back today to get perfect test results. However, I still ended up strapped to a heart monitor for the next 30 days. I have to have a slightly invasive procedure done over at the hospital. I have to have a ton of blood work done. I have to visit a neurologist and potentially have an MRI. I'll explain in a minute. Hey, you guys. It's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today is day 959 of my ketogenic journey, going from 311 pounds down to, hopefully, a happy, healthier keto cutie. Emma, I'll tell you all about that in a minute. You've seen the opening clip. I got some explaining to do. Let me show you what I did eat yesterday, and then we'll talk about everything. And I'll be right back with a chit-chat and weigh-in. Don't forget to like. I need your love today. Subscribe, share, ring that bell, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Let's get started, y'all. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style. Yes, it's first thing this morning. I'm going to do my planner entry and my diary entry for yesterday. I keep 2 books in here. One is just pretty much my weigh-ins and anything I think might be important to remember. So it just helps me keep up with my weigh-ins better. It's just a cheapo calendar book that I got at Dollar Tree. And then I've got my planner that Miss Angie sent me. Of course, she sent me all of this except for the pink thing. But anyway, I'm just going to write my diary entry, my weigh-in, and everything in that book as well. But a complete diary entry in this. I'm having some, what is it called? Buttery caramel Food Line brand Kofifi while they're working on my daughter's room back there. And this right here has a bunch of crap in it. But I'm craving a firecracker hot wiener. Yes, I said hot wiener because I like it hot. But yeah, I'm breaking my fast with this. Forgot to record it. You see, I didn't take a bite. So I'm eating heavy for lunch. I got his food over yonder. I know somebody likes to tease me for going to Wendy's and stuff like that, but I guess that's where they get their pleasure in life, so maybe this will make them happy. 2 junior bacons with no bun, and with the junior bacons, they taste great to me without anything on them, so I don't put no mayonnaise or anything on these. I had 6 ranch wings from Walmart. Alright guys, so hubby's friend recommended a place called Christo's. He got a cheeseburger and a side salad with ranch and a pickle. It's not very big, but I bet it's going to be expensive. What I got here is 5 vinegar-based barbecue wings. Although that sauce is making me a little nervous, I just decided to try them. That's their specialty. And I've got 5 lemon pepper wings on the way. So it turns out these are the lemon pepper, which are really good, but they taste like vinegar. And these are the vinegar barbecue ones, although I am a little concerned about these now that I see them. And they brought me some celery and ranch. We on our way where?
To the gym.
We're sitting out trains. I got hubby riding shotgun and stuff on the back, 3 bags, going to Goodwill. Yeehaw. Ooh, Lordy. So, as many of you know, well, I don't know, should I start with what I ate yesterday? And I'll tell you about everything. Okay, so what I ate yesterday was kind of very iffy. For one, the sausage. I didn't make good food choices yesterday, period. Trying that new restaurant, thinking I knew what I was getting into, but not really knowing, because those wings were covered in different kinds of sauces. One of them a sauce I've never tried before. The other one looks like a sauce I'd never tried before. Turns out they were not very keto friendly, and I will tell you all about that in a second when I get to the weigh-in part of this. However, one of them's in there fighting sleep. Sorry. So I went to the heart doctor today to get the results from all the tests he had done. He done an echocardiogram. He also done a full scan on my kidneys to check to make sure one or either of these things were not causing any kind of problems. Well, I managed to turn a 20-minute appointment into a 4-hour event. Okay.
Let me tell you how I done that. See, when the nurse was in there getting all my vitals and everything, I told her about something that happened to me last night. Then I told her about something that happened to me a couple months ago. You guys might remember it. I'll talk to you about it in a minute. And she's like, you need to tell the doctor. Like, now. So after he came in, he told me that my test results were perfect from both my heart and my kidneys. And those weren't causing a blood pressure issue that I've had for 12 years. If you're new to me, it's not a keto problem. It's the only problem I think, or I thought I couldn't get rid of. I had 25 diseases when I started out, okay? As far as I know, I have one disease left, and that's high blood pressure. That's it. Now, that being said, they're looking for causes. Well, those two things were not the cause that we know of. But when I was in there, I told him about something that happened to me last night, along with something that happened to me a couple months ago. This camera looks crooked. Let me fix this real fast, y'all. Don't want to make y'all dizzy. All right, so a couple months ago, if you were following me then, I did do a video on this. I told you all about it. I had a moment where I suddenly could not read. It scared the living hell out of me. I couldn't comprehend certain simple words that were being said around me. I was answering my comments here on my YouTube channel like I normally do, and suddenly I came across a comment that was all jumbled and messed up, and I couldn't understand what it said. And I thought somebody was just screwing with me at first. Then I come to realize even the comments I had just answered were like jumbled words, and none of them were readable or made sense. And I had my son come read, and he was able to read right through the comment just like that. I became very concerned. I got a little disorientated, and my daughter-in-law at the same time was talking about a recliner and a chair. I could not make sense of what the words recliner or chair meant. Now, this lasted probably, realistically, it felt like forever, but it probably was between 3 to 5 minutes that this lasted, long enough to become very concerned and worried about it. And of course, I think the word stroke. Now, it was a presence of mind then and last night when it happened. I checked both my blood pressure and my blood sugar because, of course, these things could affect it. So I knew to do that. I looked in the mirror, stuck out my tongue a couple months ago. I knew to do that to check for stroke. And I know what was going on, and it passed about as soon as it started. What was I going to do about it? You know, what could I really say about it? And then last night, oh, that scared the living hell out of me. So me and hubby are both laying in bed. It's pretty late at night, and I'm kind of looking at the TV. And suddenly in this eye, the TV gets a little fuzzy, just a little bit fuzzy. And in this eye, it starts to shrink and shrivel. The TV does. The screen. This is a 70-inch TV. It's not a small TV. It's 65 or 70. I don't know. It's a big-ass TV anyway. It starts to shrink in just this eye, just this one eye. And I start to get really, really nauseous and really dizzy. As in, if I needed to stand up to walk to the car to go to the hospital, there's no way I'd have made it. I couldn't have stood on my own 2 feet for nothing in the world. And not only did the TV squish and squash, it started to rotate just in this one eye until it was on its side, and then until it was upside down. And I screamed at my husband to look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Something's wrong. And I thought he was going to see like this eye pointing straight and this eye pointing like doing this number. I had no idea if it was doing an exorcist move. It felt like it was. But he said they were normal. They were straight. And perhaps this eye was just a little bit over to the side, but not enough to really, I had him ring get my blood pressure cuff and the blood sugar meter, check both again within normal readings. My blood pressure did start to rise after the fact, but I had gotten terrified, and that'll raise your blood pressure. So I told the doctor about that today, and he went from this was going to be a nice simple appointment to honey, we're going to strap you on a heart monitor for the next 30 days. We're checking for AFib. They're sending me to the hospital next Friday to have me put to sleep, have a tube shoved down my throat it's another echocardiogram, but it's called a TE or TE. I don't know, something like that. But it's going to better search my heart for small holes. Because in a stroke, normally like a blood clot or something can come loose and it can shoot up to your heart or something like that. He said, but if there's a small hole in my heart, it could shoot through my heart and into my brain, which could be stroke worthy. So it could be those things. It could also be that the blood cancer has come back. I used to have something called essential thrombocythemia, where your blood clots too tight, the red blood cells, the platelets are just too many, too tight, and they will stop you from properly bleeding. It messes with you, okay? It messes with you a lot. And at the time, I had to have my blood tested every single month by the oncologist, and I had to take a chemotherapy pill every single day. Haven't had to do that in a while. Was hoping to never do it again. And they checked my blood work last June, I believe, and I was in a perfectly healthy range with no medication whatsoever, and had not had no medication in a long time. Doesn't mean it didn't come back. It doesn't mean that. So it's supposed to be completely incurable. It was never supposed to go away in the first place. I was supposed to do that for the rest of my life. So that is a possibility or a potential. There was another one. There are a certain kind of migraines. I think it was called oscillating migraines. Something like that. Now, my head did not hurt last night. I used to be a habitual migraine sufferer. Every single day before I started keto, just about, I had a headache on some level, and sometimes it was a full-blown migraine, and I couldn't see straight, and I couldn't do everything. The world sucked, okay? So it was pre-keto. And apparently there are pain-free migraines that can cause all kinds of stuff in there. It cuts off a little something to the brain, and it messes with you anyway. So it's one of those things potentially. It also could be another thing. I need to go back and search my other video. I don't know where it's at. If y'all know where the link to that video where I had that issue where I couldn't read is, please share it below. Because I don't know where it's at. I gotta go look. But anyway, it could be I was kicked out of ketosis yesterday. It could be something to do with that. I need to check the other video to see if a day or two before that or the same day or something I had done something to kick myself out of ketosis. Because I have heard in some cases, now this is a weird study. It's a little off the mark. What they did was they took I think it was 7 athletes. They put them on a ketogenic diet for 1 week. And then they gave them a concoction of liquid sugar, pretty much, that was 75 grams of pure sugar. And those people did experience some narrowing of the arteries or vessels. I can't remember which one it was. I do need to look up the study again. So they did experience that. And if that could happen, that could have been a potential culprit in what happened with my eyes last night. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But if it is, it's a damn good reason to watch my ketones and stay in ketosis as good as I can. When they brought them wings to the table last night, though, y'all, my brain went, okay, I'm in trouble. But can I really send them back? I mean, we're talking $13, $14 worth of wings here. Can I really send them back without having to pay for them and order something else and pay for that too? And are they, I mean, they might be keto friendly. I mean, I know lemon pepper generally is. For me anyway, I can usually eat lemon pepper rings, but it doesn't normally have sauce on it. And then there's other wings. How the hell was on them? They were called vinegar dipped barbecue wings. Now, usually vinegar dipped barbecue, if you're from the South, doesn't have a whole lot of sugar or anything in it. It's just vinegar dipped with some seasonings and stuff. This looked a little more sweet barbecue-y. It didn't taste it at all. It tasted just like Jack Daniels. That smelled and tasted exactly like Jack Daniels. Wasn't too bad, honestly. It wasn't. The lemon pepper wings were phenomenal, though. They were better than East Coast wings. Not worthy of getting kicked out of ketosis for, but still tasted better. If you were not doing keto, the wings we had last night would be the preference. But since I'm keto, the East Coast wings are preference, okay? But yeah, I've had a hell of a day. Did I tell you what all they were going to do? I also have to, okay, let's see. Got the heart monitor for 30 days. I have to have that tube shoved down my throat over at the hospital next Friday while I'm unconscious. Then I have to go to a neurologist and I have to get an MRI done. Plus, I've already had my blood work done. Don't know if you can see it, but there's a pinhole there. And they have to check my platelets manually because they clump together. So it's going to be an interesting ride, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know if anything happened. Maybe it was just some kind of fluke. But since it has happened a couple times in the last couple months, different things, but terrifying incidents that I've never had happen to me before. Could be either one. It could be any of those things. It could be none of those things. I don't know. Y'all want to see my weigh-in. That's what the hell you doing here. Let's
Good morning, you guys. Ooh. 171.8.
Yeah, that stuff wasn't all keto friendly, huh?
So yesterday, 169 on the dot. Today, 171.8. That's 2.8 pounds. Back up. Those wings, I should have known better. I should have left them the hell alone, but I done ordered them and I done seen them and I was like, well, damn. And I didn't know if I'd be charged for sending them back and getting something else because they was expensive. But it's my fault. Nobody to blame but myself. Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you a shirt because I was going to wear it, and yes, I said was, to the Keto Adapt meetup in Georgia. However, it's apparently not going to happen right now because of the coronavirus. Maybe they'll reschedule. I really don't know how it works or what they're going to do next. But, guys, let me show you the shirt I was going to wear. Now, the kids say it's too big on me, and it really kind of is, but it says Keto Diamond YouTube. And it's my favorite colors. And I thought, I'd wear this so I didn't have to introduce myself to people. Was it a silly idea? But anyway, hey, that heart monitor thing's weird. At least it's better than they used to be. The heart monitors used to have wires all over them, and you'd have to wear that to bed and everything. It would drive you nuts. I had to wear one time for 24 and 48 hours, and they never found anything then. So I don't know if they're going to find anything now or not. I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I'm scared of these results. But I'm always scared of the results. Once you get them back, it's usually not that bad. But of course, it could potentially be really bad. And then I feel great. I feel fine now, as long as I'm not, having TVs turned sideways on me. So right now I feel great. I feel fine. I don't know if that's a real serious issue or what, but I am sad that the Keto Adapt meetup got canceled because it was going to be nice to have some girl time, to get out of the house a little bit, little relaxation. I've been under a lot of stress lately, and of course stress, I imagine, could be causing this stuff too, all by itself. So, and when I say I've been under stress, y'all, it's not been easy breezy stress. It's not been a little bit of financial stress. It's been some craziness, and it's got to stop. All the stress has to get off me for a while. Anyway, I've got to breathe. And speaking of that, I'm going to go color, because for 15 minutes every day, do something for yourself. Take 15 minutes out of your day just to do something you love and enjoy, just simply for pleasure, not for learning, not for knowledge. Those things are great, but simply for pleasure. Love yourself and then love somebody else. Do something kind, a big deed, a small deed, open the door, say thank you and smile. Leave a pleasant comment, something. Do something for somebody else today, okay? Do something for them, do something for you, and make your next meal keto. Much love to you. I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.